Hey, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. Alright, so for today's video, let's talk about this event that just kicked off within TCG Pocket. So, we are going to be able to get some new emblems if you were to win 5 consecutive battles. And you can see right here, I've already accomplished it. Basically, once this event went live at midnight yesterday, I went in and did 5 battles, and I got really lucky because I won all 5 of those battles, like straight off the bat. And it's really because of this event going on right here. You have this event, the Genetic Apex SP Emblem event, and if you win 5 consecutive battles, you will be able to get yourself a brand new emblem. And I know what the conversation is around this emblem right now. It just seems like it's impossible for the average player to get this emblem, and I totally recognize that. This emblem is incredibly difficult. Getting yourself 5 consecutive wins is already asking quite a lot to the average player. But for myself, I was incredibly lucky. I was able to get it almost immediately, and the reason for that is because of this deck right here. I've already talked about this deck before. This deck is pretty much what's currently meta right now. It basically involves Starmie EX with Articuno EX and Misty. This is basically the MVP card for this deck. It's incredibly broken right now. And there's a lot of different variations of this deck right now. I think one of the variations is that it includes different Pokemon outside of Articuno EX. There's some neutral Pokemon that some players have been putting into this, but overall this deck has been kind of like the Goldilocks for myself. Now, I stated that I was incredibly lucky, and the reason why I say that is because one of the decks that is the bane of this particular deck is a Pikachu EX deck, and I was fortunate for those 5 battles that I did not come across that deck. So even if you're using this Starmie EX deck, you're still susceptible to that one particular deck, and yes, it is incredibly popular right now. That is the one thing you will want to avoid, is going up against this card right here. You can see I have myself one of these, and I don't think I have myself a second copy. So I wasn't able to construct this deck for myself. But yeah, Pikachu EX, that is definitely a card that will destroy this Starmie EX deck. But aside from that, yeah, I was incredibly lucky. So I did not come across any Pikachu EX decks. I was able to come across a lot of Charizard EX decks. And that deck is actually one of those decks that you could surprisingly do really well against. I mean, the big thing with Charizard EX is that you pair it with Moltres EX, and then you build up a lot of fire energy, and then you bust out Charizard EX, and you pretty much just win. I was not able to allow... I did not allow any of my opponents with that deck to get that far. Like, I was either incredibly lucky, where they didn't have Moltres EX in their opener, or just in general, I was able to just dish out a lot of damage fast enough where they just could not get that set up. So yeah, that's essentially how I got my 5 consecutive wins. Now, let's jump into some battles with this deck to kind of show you it in action. I think if you were to see this deck in play, you could kind of understand why I was able to get 5 wins so quickly. So, first of all, I get my Articuno EX as the opener. They're going with Psychic types, which is actually a bit concerning because Mewtwo EX with Gardevoir is actually a very powerful deck up against like this Starmie EX deck. And I actually had some trouble against that. And wow, there's a lot going on right here. Mewtwo EX is the opener. And we do not see routes. So we might be good. We might be good. I'm actually concerned here because without Misty in my opening hand, I'm actually at a big energy disadvantage. I find that you kind of need Misty early on in order to actually deal with Mewtwo EX. Oh! There you go. Luck of the draw right there. So hopefully they do not have a red card. That would be quite devastating. But yeah, with Misty right there, I might actually have a chance against this deck. It's going to be very interesting how this is going to play out. Because if they were to get the setup, I'm going to be pretty much screwed. It's really going to come down to whether or not they have Gardevoir in this deck. Okay, I see Mr. Mime, Slowpoke. Yeah. No Gardevoir. At least for now. We're still behind on the energy, though. So we're hoping for a good outcome with this Misty. Otherwise, things are not going to look good. But let's see what ends up happening here. Nope. Alright. We might be screwed here. Now, one thing I could do is kind of screw them over by building up some energy and then throwing a Sabrina in there to throw off their game. We'll have to see what ends up happening. They're going to have second energy. Just going to get the Psychic Sphere off. So this is going to go down to 90. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. Really what I want to do is survive that Mewtwo EX. That's basically my win condition. If I can get Starmie EX out and play, that would be really good. But as of right now, I'm at that energy disadvantage. Sometimes going first just does not work out really well. But this deck does still have a lot of strengths. Let's see if we could make this work. Alright, we got ourselves a second Misty. Fingers crossed this works out really well. There we go. Heads. There we go. All right. Oh, 2 heads. 3 heads. Oh my gosh. Wow. 7 energy off of that. I feel like that was a little bit much, but okay. I gotta work with what we're given. You know what? You know what? I'm okay with that for obvious reasons. We're gonna get this Mewtwo down now. All right. So there you go. They don't have Gardevoir, so that means their Mewtwo EX is pretty much toast. And that's essentially the win. See, that's why Misty is such a powerful card and why this deck is such a powerful deck. Now, the smart thing for them to do is to actually retreat that Mewtwo EX, lick their wounds a little bit, build up the energy on that Mewtwo, and essentially, you know, stall it out. That's the way I would play it. But as of right now, they're in a bit of trouble. They might have to concede here. Oh, yep, see? I think they're doing exactly what I thought they were going to do. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so they're sacking that Mewtwo EX. They're sacking it. They could be in trouble. They could be in some serious trouble. What I'm going to do is actually this red card. I know I could save it for when their hand gets a little bit bigger, but as of right now, I want to switch things up for them. There you go. 2 victory points right off the bat. Now, what we got to deal with is going to be this Slowbro. It's going to have quite a substantial amount of damage later on. But I think what I could do is at least get it down a little bit. Or what I could do, actually, is use Sabrina to throw them off a little bit. Let's see what they end up doing here. No matter what, I feel like this Articuno is going to go down. Oh yeah, there's the second Mewtwo EX, but at the very least, we got a Sabrina. If we Sabrina, that's definitely the play. Yeah. Because otherwise, we just need to get 1 victory point, right? If they go with Mewtwo EX, it's going to be gone. It's going to be done. Yeah, this is it. I think this is it. This is essentially... actually, I don't know. I do not know. I might have misplayed this. If they have 2 X speeds, that could be it. Oh, maybe they have 1 X speed? Oh, they got a potion. Okay. Well, thankfully, we have Giovanni, so if they do not retreat it, it's game over. There you go. GG. I'm not even going to delay it. And it's over. I'll let them concede if they want to. Nope, too late. So yeah, there you go. This deck is phenomenal. These are some of the situations. This is probably the closest match compared to the ones where I got the emblem. Like, you know, it's a really powerful deck. Like, if you're able to construct this deck, for sure, you should try it out. You might be lucky enough to get the 5 wins, but considering so much RNG happens within each battle, like there's so many coin flips, like you saw right there, me going first was actually a huge disadvantage. Really, like, it's going to come down to how lucky you are. I mean, that's really what this is going to come down to. Unfortunately, that's going to be the case. No matter how great your deck is, you might get incredibly unlucky. Like your 4th match or your 5th match might end up being a loss because you're just not getting the cards that you need. You may not be getting the coin flips that you need. Like, That is the very nature of battling in this game. So getting 5 consecutive wins, it's really going to be all about luck. But yeah, hopefully you will find that luck. I really hope you do. Maybe you could try out this particular deck to get you those 5 wins. Or maybe you could try out a Pikachu EX deck for that matter. Like maybe that's the deck you need to go with. I really do not know what the case may be, but yeah, this is really all going to come down to luck, unfortunately. But you do have a good amount of time. Like, I think by the time you watch this video, you're going to have about 6 days. So that should be plenty of time to get a lot of this done. But it's really going to depend. I really do not know how I'm going to play this. I could Misty to get some damage right off the bat, but what I think I'm going to do instead is actually fish for Starmie. Oh, okay. I could actually do this instead. This is sometimes the winning play for myself. If I can't get Starmie EX on my second turn, then what I tend to do is like X-Speed to get Articuno in play actually, and then I try to Misty and just try to win outright. That tends to be a strategy that sometimes works. So, you know, maybe this is something you could do. I mean, the more I play this deck, the more I get used to some of the different strategies, and yeah, that's typically how I end up winning a lot of my matches, because I just know what to do in certain situations. Now, this is going to be an interesting scenario. What should I do here? I could either Misty right off the bat to hopefully get some energy. I run the risk of not getting any energy at all. Or I could Sabrina to get that Dratini out and then throw out their play right away. Because their win condition is definitely going to be Dragonite, right? I'm going to opt to do this instead. Very good. Not so good. Alright, well, this is at least something I could do. Get some pressure out right away, but I'm really concerned about that Dratini becoming a Dragonite too quickly. That'll be really hard to deal with. Fortunately, I might be able to squeak out a win here pretty quickly, because unless they evolve it into Dragonair... Nope, red card. Ah, that's actually bad. Now I can't Sabrina. Unless I were to get it right now. Nope. Oh, that's annoying. Well, at the very least, I could screw them up. Or I could help them out, because I realized they didn't have Dragonair there. They would have evolved it. Oh boy, maybe that was a misplay. But yeah, here we go. For now, let's get this Dratini out as the active Pokemon. That's what we want to do. We want to rush down that Dratini as fast as possible. That's the win condition against Dragonite decks. It's a very powerful deck if you can get the setup, but if you can't get the setup, you're going to be very vulnerable. Because you really do not want to have your Dratinis, or Dragonairs rather, taking a lot of damage before you can get it to Dragonite. And that's really what I'm aiming to do here. Maybe they're going to concede. Oh, yep, there's Dragonair. As long as they don't potion it, I think I'll be okay. If they potion it, oh boy, that's going to be scary. Oh, what are they going to do? Sometimes Giovanni really comes in clutch. I will tell you that straight up right now. Because there's a lot I can do right here. They're the ones that have all the pressure right now. Because I'm assuming they're going to put that energy on Dragonair to get Tail Smack, and hopefully they do not have Dragonite. Really what I'm concerned about right now is a potion. I really hope they do not have a potion. If they do not have a potion, I think I won this quite handedly. Oh, what is going to happen here? What is going to happen? Come on. I think they know it too. I think they know it too. If they do not have potion, they know it's over. Because they can't come back from that. By the time they set up another Dragonite, I'll get rid of that Articuno EX. It's pretty much over. Yep. Yep, no potion. No potion. Yep, it's over. And they know it. Alright, good game. I know it's not over yet, but it's essentially over. They might concede after they see this, honestly. Yeah, they're probably going to concede after they see this. And bada bing, bada boom. Actually, something that I found is that with this event, players are not conceding, and it's really because you have to win 5 in a row, and it's so frustrating because you really can't just lose. You have to keep playing. You have to try. You have to try. That's what's really tough about this. All right, they're gonna Misty. Maybe they'll get lucky. Who knows? Let's see what ends up happening here. Nope. Yep, it's over, and they know it. Oh, that's a tough break. That's a tough break for them, and they know it. Oof, that's a tough break. There we go. Yep, and they concede. Yeah, tough break. But there you go, guys. This is the deck in action. I just realized I ruined people's consecutive streaks. I probably could have just done generic battles instead of the event battles, because I don't need any more wins out of this event. I don't know if you can get even higher badges, like hidden badges, but yeah, oops. I probably could have just done generic battles there. Oh well. But in any case, yeah, you could roast me in the comments for that. I was not being thoughtful there. But in any case, yeah, that's the deck in action. Maybe you could try it out. Here, let me show it again. This deck is what allowed me to get 5 consecutive wins almost immediately after this event started. So give it a try. Maybe if you're struggling a bit, you could try this deck out if you have the cards. And yeah, best of luck to you. Hopefully you are able to get 5 consecutive wins. Hopefully you will be able to get that very nice emblem. Let me actually show it off real quick. There you go. 5 consecutive wins. Hopefully you'll be able to get it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all later. Jinsula와 함께해.